pre-pitch, we have the read and react, we have the break, we have the route. We have our feet when it comes to fielding the ball. We have the actual catch of the ball. We have our feet when it comes to throwing the ball, and we have the throw. And when we group these together in terms of some of our drill work, we can put the pre-pitch, the read and react, and the break all together. We can work the break and the route together, the footwork to field and the catch together, the footwork to throw and the throw together, and then all four of those at the end together. We develop our drill work in a very routine manner. And another word for routine to some may be boring, right? It's designed very intentionally to create good habits that guys can get something out of every single rep. This is a drill where we're just working on getting behind the baseball in order to get through the baseball. One of them is off of the machine on the left, and the one on the right is just a little ball that's being flipped in the air just off the screen. So a drill like this is very, very simple to do, and I want to show you why it's important for them to buy into. Laureano's tagging. Tucker grabs it. Throw to the plate is right. First slide. Good throw. So we got a bang, bang play at the plate. The throw is right on the money, but you'll see right here, Kyle Tucker catches the ball flat-footed, kind of going away from the play, and just misses him. If he gets behind the ball, which he had plenty of time to do, and he gets through the ball, which he had plenty of opportunity to do, that might be the difference between the out and the run, and we all know how important runs are. Here's another one. On a high line drive where the spin or the wind takes us to the opposite direction from which we open up on, our adjustment is with our hips. It's a hip turn where we keep our head on the ball the entire time. The drill on the left is one that's out of our read and react package, and the drill on the right is very similar, just working off the machine. It's, again, a technique-based drill that's pretty simple. Why is this one important? Garcia switched from second base to right field just in this happening. The line drive off Correa's bat turned him around. He couldn't locate it. It sailed over his head. Now, I don't know if he does a hip turn, whether or not he actually does catch the baseball, but this is the exact type of ball where, because it's a high line drive, we do not have the time or the opportunity to take our head off the ball. So as soon as he turned his head off, he had no chance of making the play, and the score was 5-4 at the time in the seventh inning, and that's the play that broke this game open. And the last one here are a couple drills that work on the footwork on a reverse pivot ground ball. The drill on the left is a part of our early work routine, where it's single step working into the reverse pivot. The drill on the right is a drill we call the flamingo drill off of a machine, where we're creating some rhythm into the catch and directly into the turn. Why is this one important?
Kemp 0 for 2 lifetime against Kimbrel. Right-hander delivers. And that is lined in a right of base hit down the line. Kemp makes the turn at first base. Betts picks the baseball up, fires it in. The throw, the slide. Kemp is out. Tony Kemp running on his former travel ball teammate, Mookie Betts, and he paid for it. There's nobody better at that play than Mookie.
So those are just 3 examples that I think it's really important when you have some very routine drills that physically aren't necessarily the most challenging things that are, like I said, developing habits. When they see how these things play in the game, that's how they're able to buy into the monotony. They buy into the routine. They buy into the boring. So you're getting better focus and you're getting better purpose behind their work, knowing that at some point, these drills and these habits are going to play into the game. So now the fun part is we go through the drills for each one of those 8 parts of outfield play. So the pre-pitch. So with our organization, gone are the days where an outfielder sits like this, ready to make a play. This is ready, but this isn't ready to be quick. Being ready is not enough. We want to be ready to be quick because when we're quick, we're able to play fast. So a few years ago, I was roaming the outfield, and one of the pitchers asked me what I was looking for, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just making sure our guy is moving through his pre-pitch, moving through contact." And he says to me, he's like, "Oh, like Newton's law." I said, "What the hell is Newton's law?" He's like, "An object in motion stays in motion." So I guess I probably should have learned that in middle school or high school, but our pre-pitch is based on Newton's law, where we want to be moving and stay moving. The 2 drills that you see here, the drill on the left are our machine walk-in, where they are literally just having like a little bit of a creep walk right here, and at some point we have a baby hack attack, just flipping the ball, and you put the ball in on the first step, the second step, the third step, whatever. So they just get that feel of being in constant motion. The drill on the right, boxer hops, similar premise. Instead of them walking into it, they're just light on their feet, hopping with some motion in the balls of their feet. You put the ball in at random times. So again, they're getting used to that feel of moving on contact. Another pre-pitch drill that's a great focus is toss fungo. So when you have somebody on the side giving you a toss, like a soft toss hitting drill, what it allows the outfielder to actually time something no different than how they're going to have to time a pitch break on the second one, so they're getting that sense of opening up first before we go. The double barrel drill on the right, we have 2 baby hacks set up, and the guys are in a traditional pre-pitch where they're going step, step, hop, hop, and you can put the ball in at random times so they get a sense of where they are at different times, but they can't cheat because they have 2 potential balls that are going to be in the air on the rec. The break drills. The break is all about how quick can you go fast. As soon as the ball is hit, a few things enter your mind. The direction of the ball, how deep it's hit, and the spot where it may land. These are the things that have to register right away. So this is out of our read and react series where we're doing a 2-ball drill. Player tosses the ball. We give him a little bit more of a challenging feat where he's got to break on the ball as quickly as he can, catches the first one, and then as soon as he catches the first one, another one the ball is up in the air, and this just happened to be a perfect day where he had to pick the ball out of the air, and it turned into a perfect sunball rep. A couple more break drills, face down fly ball, this one on the left. The coach on the left is doing a cadence where he says, "Ready, go." And on go, the player gets up and just does a dead sprint going away, running into the outfield. And so what this is doing, it's getting guys comfortable running with their head off the ball because they're able to cover a little bit more ground, and they have to pick the ball up out of the sky. The drill on the right, again, out of our read and react package is our recover drill. There are going to be times where a guy gets a little antsy, and right off the bat, he opens up to the incorrect side, and he knows it. And instead of taking some steps on the ball to the incorrect side, they recover right away and get back into their route as soon as they can. The route is all about just going to get the ball. It's far more important to be fast than being direct. In a perfect world, we want to be fast and we want to be direct. But when we're going with that effort as hard as we can make those in-route adjustments to get on the ball a lot quicker than trying to be so precise with our route to the ball. We want to listen to the ball because sometimes the ball does different things. We might have to adjust our head. We might have to adjust our hips. We might have to adjust our line based on where we're looking to throw the ball. We want to put ourselves in a position on a fly ball to beat the ball to the spot so we could do what Kyle Tucker didn't, to be able to get behind to get through it. And on ground balls, we want to put ourselves in a position to work into a throw no different than how infielders work around and work through ground balls. Two drills that we have here is our line drill. This one that we're working across the line. This is mimicking a left field line or right field line. So you're not seeing any of the players field the ball with their bodies coming directly along the line. It's a great visual for them. We're talking to them about getting around the ball and creating an angle into the throw, which in a game would be second base. The drill on the right is our machine ball bucket ball drill. So the player starts at the first bucket and goes through some kind of a pre-pitch. We put the ball in and they watch the ball go up. This is the key to being able to run with your head off the ball. You have to know where the hell the ball is. So they see the ball go up, and then as soon as they know where that ball is, they take their eyes directly to the second bucket all the way to the back, and they get back to that bucket and their eyes go back onto the ball. What this does, instead of working on a wall that might not have any padding, it gives them a sense of field awareness on top of being able to run with their head off the ball. A couple more route drills. The drill on the left I call bending with the ball. There are times as that ball's coming down, you got a little gust of wind, the spin, and it kind of takes you away where you don't have the opportunity to adjust your feet, to adjust your head, whatever it might be that you would in route. So we're going to bend with the ball in sort of an awkward catch. This sort of catch happens throughout the course of a season. So by practicing it, their feet aren't going to get tangled up as they might if they never work on it in practice. Drill on the right, again, out of our read and react series. Now on a fly ball, we have time to take our head off the ball. Nothing changes with our feet. The only thing that changes is with our head, and we get our head off the ball and back on the ball as quickly as we can. Our footwork to field. This is where my background as an infield guy came in handy, where I could not believe how much of outfield play is almost identical to infield play, with the only difference being guys being a little bit further away with a little bit of a longer throw, and sometimes the ball's coming in the air. Drill on the left is our line drill. This time we're working across the line. There's a fungo about 90 feet away at second base, hitting just a nice, easy ground ball towards that foul line. And we're telling our guys, you are not allowed to cross that foul line until you go to field the ground ball. So their feet are moving the entire time. They are setting up their feet to field, and we're looking for aggressive footwork through that ball across the line, the way that we want guys to come through the ball aggressively in a game. The drill on the right is a flamingo drill, where the guy is just sitting there creating some body control, and we're isolating just that last step to catch, again, creating some rhythm through the ball. Footwork to field drills, a couple other ones here. The drill on the left is called drop ball. You'll see a coach just flip the ball up, and we're telling guys you're catching it on a short hop. So you want to hear ground glove. And what they're doing is they're going to break their feet down and, again, work aggressively through the ball. Same premise on the drill on the right that we call catch ball, where we want to be able to work behind and through the ball. But this one, we're starting them in with the coach. So now they have to force themselves to work behind it and then break their feet down to be able to get through the ball aggressively into the throw. Fielding drills, just like infielders, we want to catch the ball first. We want to catch the ball clean. The outfielders have the biggest glove on the field, so we want to make that big glove as big as can be. These two drills here are part of our early work routine. The drill on the left we call tap backs. All this is doing is we're trying to create that action of working through the ball with our hand. Fingers are down here, creating that glove angle. The progression after that is catchbacks, where the hand and the arm work the same exact way, but now we're just securing the ball, and we're adding the eyes to this one, where we're over-exaggerating, seeing the ball into the hand. Another couple drills out of our early work routine, which probably has 20 to 25 different parts to it. Wide base. This is the exact same drill that we do on the infield side. When is an outfielder ever going to be an infielder? Well, if you have a rocket base hit at a guy, there's no potential runner advancing. In that case, we want to effort. This is what it looks like.
273, the second leading hitter for Valpo. And he pops this one out. A lot of foul ground. And what an effort. Oh, my. He didn't get to the ball. Ward just launched himself like a high jumper. The fence.
He gets a standing O. Oh, man. This is a dolphin dive from Colmore. I thought he was just going to give up on it.
So that's the expectation. Effort is a decision. And for us, it's a non-negotiable. It's a pillar of outfield play. Your best effort is giving you the best chance to make a play. Your best effort is decreasing any opportunity for that base runner to get the extra base. And without effort, we can't even be average in the outfield. Engagement. It's essentially the mental skill of outfield play, and there are three parts to that: engaging to the pitch, engaging to the play, and engaging to the game. And let's look at each one of these. Engaging to the pitch. This is all about focusing. The way that you can tell whether or not your outfielder is locked in to play defense is seen right here in this video. A major league game averages about 150 pitches per game for 162 games a year. So on opening day, the first pitch of the game, you look at these pre-pitches by Jackie Bradley Jr. and Michael Chavis, and they are locked in on their pre-pitch. Easy to do on opening day. Check in with these guys in the middle of July when they haven't gotten a hit in a week and a half and it's 120 degrees out. And if you still see this, that's telling me that you have guys who are locked in and they are engaged to the pitch and they are ready to play defense. Engaging to the play. Not just specific with outfielders, but really in any position on the field. There's always somewhere where you're supposed to be. So we want you to be where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, doing what you're supposed to do.
Center field straight away. Verdugo racing back hard to the track and can't get to it. Now bounce right back to Renfro. Taking the turn around second. Here's the
What a throw! Oh my! Forget about the cutoff, man. Wow! Forget about it. You train in spring training. You work on that all the time. Backing the guy up.
So that night, that week, and highlights of the year, everybody sees that throw. But if Hunter Renfroe is not in the correct backup position, that throw doesn't even make a highlight reel. So he was where he was supposed to be, when he was supposed to be there, in a position to do what he was supposed to do. And the last part, engaging to the game. Every single situation of the game has something that the game needs from you. So as an outfielder, as an infielder, as a catcher, as a pitcher, we want to know what the game needs from you in that specific moment.
off of the crack of the bat with 2 outs. Kimbrel gets Bregman in the air, left field. Benintendi dives. It's the catch. Oh, what a play! Game saver, Andrew Benintendi. The Red Sox win on a spectacular catch by Benintendi in left field. Wow, what a game. What a finish. The guts it takes to make that play. If it gets by him, it's over. Game's over.
If it gets by him, it's over. Andrew Benintendi knew that the tying run was on second base. The winning run was at first base in an ALCS game in 2018, and he knew in that moment the game needed him to end the game, and that's exactly what he did. He took a chance. He made the decision because he was engaged to the game.